Welcome to the course on mechanical measurement. Today is the second lecture of Unit 2, Transducers and Strain Gauges. In today's class, we are discussing about classification of transducer and pressure sensing devices are also called as force sensing devices and also called as actuators. We are discussing actuators or pressure sensing devices in this today's class. As we have studied already, transducer is a device which is going to be convert one form of energy into another form of energy. Usually, it converts into electrical energy. Generally it consists of two elements. One is a sensing element, another one is a transduction element. So transduction element converts electrical input, that is electrical input form, into electrical signals. So what are electrical forms? The electrical forms are maybe it's resistive forms, inductive forms, capacitive forms. These are going to be converted into electrical signals, that is voltage, current, frequency, pulses, like that we are going to convert. This is the function of the transduction element. So what is the function of sensing element? It senses the physical change. Physical element is there. Maybe the surface roughness. We want to detect the surface roughness, that is detected by the sensing element. If you want to detect the temperature, that is detected by the sensing element. Like that broadly we have two elements. One is a sensing element, another one is a transduction element. Totally we are clubbed together to form a transducer. Based upon that, we are going to classify the transducer in today's class. On the basis of transduction principle used, there are many transduction principles. As I said, resistive is the transduction principle. Resistive is the transduction principle. Resistive is the transduction principle. Capacitive is the transduction principle. Inductive is the transduction principle. Based upon this, we are going to classify the transducers. Resistance transducers, capacitance transducers, inductive transducers. There are like that we are going to classify the transducers based upon that requirement. So, thermoelectric transducers, classification based on the transduction principle used. So we are going to classify it as a thermoelectric, piezoelectric, electrokinetic, optical and magnetorestrictive, many more. So we can see this in this figure. So this is 100 heat Fahrenheit is there. It is going to be converted into 300 heat Fahrenheit. So I am supplying the heat to the thermocouple. This is the device. Thermocouple is a device. It consists of two materials. This is a metal A and this is a metal B. Metal A and metal B are joined together, and this is one junction and this is one junction. For one junction I am going to supply the heat. For one junction. So you can observe from 100 degree to 300 degree Fahrenheit it is going to be changed. If it is changed, the voltage is also going to be varied here. The voltage is going to be varied. So this is called as what? Thermoelectric. The principle used is what? Here, when I supply the heat, the resistance of the wire is going to be changed. If the resistance changes, automatically the voltage of the output is going to be changed. This is the principle is used over here. Based upon this principle, we are going to classify it as thermoelectric. You can observe the second figure over here. When I apply the force over here on the piezoelectric material, this material is called as what? Piezoelectric material. When I apply the force over here, this is going to be, the length is going to be reduced. Due to the reduction of the length, the strain takes place in the piezoelectric material. It generates the EMF, that is voltage is going to be generated here. We can see the voltage. This is based upon piezoelectric principle. This is based upon what? A piezoelectric principle. Like that we are going to classify electrokinetic, optical and magnetorestrictive. So these are the classifications based on transduction principle used. The second one is primary and secondary transducers. So why we are going to call it as primary and secondary transducers means a transducer consists of one is sensing element, another one is a transduction element. A transducer means what? Which converts one form of energy into another form of energy. Sensing element, imagine this is one sense, it senses the physical change, let it senses the temperature. Let it senses the temperature. Sorry, I am going to take it as a load cell. What it senses, I am going to apply the force over here. So if I apply the force on this column, this is called as what? Load cell. Its dimension is going to be reduced. From this point to this point, the dimension is going to be reduced. That means the load cell dimension is going to be changed. That means a change in displacement is going to take place. Change in displacement. Change in displacement. What I am supplying here? I am supplying the force. Force is the input. So force is converted into displacement. So this is one transducer. This becomes one transducer. This is called as what? Primary transducer. Primary transducer. The output of the primary transducer is sensed by the transduction element. The output of the primary transducer is what? Displacement. This is sensed by the transduction element. What is transduction element? This is strain gauge. Strain gauge is going to place on the load cell. Strain gauge is going to place on the load cell. This is the load cell where I am going to place. So when I apply the force, this load cell dimension is going to be reduced. At the same time, this strain gauge is going to be compressed. This strain gauge is going to be compressed. Illiro dimension no illi enagutte compress agutte. So the strain gauge is getting compressed. If the strain gauge compresses, its resistance varies. Its resistance varies. See here. Here the input for the strain gauge is what? Transduction element of those strain gauge. So input I am giving displacement. What is its output? Change in resistance. Its resistance is going to be changed. This change in resistance can be converted into electrical output signal because resistance is in the form of electrical form. So this is called as what? A secondary transducer. This is called as what? A secondary transducer. You can observe over here, this is the load cell. I am going to place 1, 2, 3, 4 strain gauges. You can observe here 1, 2, 3, 4 strain gauges. So when I apply the force over here, so what will happen? This load cell is going to be deflected. This load cell is going to be deflected. That means its dimension is going to be varied. Strain takes place. Strain. Strain means what? Change in length divided by original length. Change in length divided by original length is called as what? Strain. Strain takes place. So strain takes place ಆದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? This is also going to be varied. ಇದರ ಡೈಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಸ್ಟ್ರೈನ್ ಗೇಜ್ ಡೈಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ವೇರಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಈ ಸ್ಟ್ರೈನ್ ಗೇಜ್ ಡೈಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ವೇರಿ ಆದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ವೇರಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ವೇರಿ ಆದಾಗ ಆಟೋಮೆಟಿಕಲಿ ದಟ್ ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್ ಇಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ ವೇರಿಡ್. That is going to be recorded in the output. This is called as what? Secondary transducer. This is called as what? Primary transducer. Both are clubbed together to form a transducer. ಎರಡೂ ಬೇಕು ನಮಗೆ ಟು ಗೆಟ್ ದ ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕಲ್ ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ವಿ ನೀಡ್ ಬೋತ್. ಒನ್ ಇಸ್ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಬೇಕು, ಅನದರ್ ಒನ್ ಇಸ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡರಿ ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಡ್ಯೂಸರ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ವಾಟ್? Primary and secondary transducers. You come over here, the same another example for this one. So this is a Bourdon tube pressure gauge. I am going to input the pressure to the Bourdon tube. The Bourdon tube is going to be deflected in lateral direction. In this direction it is going to be deflected. So that means pressure is the input. Output is what? Displacement. Output is what? This displacement is attached to the rack and pinion gears so that it is going to be deflected. The pointer is going to be show the reading. If I want electrical output, then I am going to connect this Bourdon tube pressure gauge to LVDT. To LVDT. So what is the function of LVDT? So linear variable differential transducer this is. So it senses the displacement made by the Bourdon tube. Bourdon tube ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ displacement ಆಗುತ್ತೆ when I give the pressure. It senses the displacement of the Bourdon tube and the core inside the LVDT is getting move ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಇದು ಈ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ಆ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಲ್ಲ like that it is going to be moved ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಮೂವ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. When it moves up and down then the electrical output signal is going to be varied which is proportional to the pressure variation. ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ ವೇರಿಯೇಷನ್ ಇರುತ್ತದೋ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ವೇರಿಯೇಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೋ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ವೇರಿಯೇಷನ್ ಆಗಿ ಇದಿರುತ್ತೆ ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ಟು. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಡ್ಯೂಸರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಸೆಕೆಂಡರಿ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಡ್ಯೂಸರ್. ಬೋತ್ ಆರ್ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಡ್. ಸೊ ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್ another third one is active and passive transducers. So active transducers are those which develop their output. Output is what? Electrical voltage. Electrical voltage is the output. Usually we are converting one form of energy into another form. Electrical voltage or current without any auxiliary source. Without any auxiliary source. So ನಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ವಿಪ್ಮೆಂಟು ಒಂದು ಫಾರ್ಮಿಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಫಾರ್ಮಿಗೆ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ವಿ ನೀಡ್ ಸಮ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ. ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಸಪ್ಲೈ ಪವರ್ ಟು ದಟ್ ಒನ್. So in active transducers, we are not going to supply any power to that one. They are called as self-generating transducers. ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಅವನ್ನ? ಅವೇ ಉತ್ಪತ್ತಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತವೆ ಏನ ಪವರ್ನ. ಫಾರ್ ಜನರೇಟ್ ಒಂದು ಫಾರ್ಮಿಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಫಾರ್ಮಿಗೆ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅದಕ್ಕೂ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಬೇಕು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ. ಇಟ್ ನೀಡ್ಸ್ ಸಮ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಟು ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಬಟ್ ದೇ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಓನ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ. ದೇ ಆರ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಜನರೇಟಿಂಗ್. ಎಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತವೆ? ನಾವು ಯಾವ್ದು ಮೆಷರ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತೀವೋ ಅದರಿಂದಲೇ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತವೆ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತಾರೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಲೋಡಿಂಗ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನು. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಲೋಡಿಂಗ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್. ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಓವರ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಥರ್ಮೋಕಪಲ್. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಡಿವೈಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಮೆಷರ್ ದ ಹೀಟ್. ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಹೀಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟೈತೆ ಅಂತ ಮೆಷರ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಹೀಟ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಇಸ್ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಇಂಟು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕಲ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್ ಆಗಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟೆಡ್ ಇಂಟು ವಾಟ್? ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್. ಸೊ when I supply the heat over here, when I supply the heat to this junction, what will happen? I am not going to supply any auxiliary power. I am not going to supply no auxiliary power. But it will convert this heat into voltage. Voltage ಆಗಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ದಿಸ್ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಈಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಸಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಹೀಟ್. ಈ ಹೀಟ್ನ ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ? ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳುತ್ತೆ. ವೈ? ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಹೀಟ್ ಟು ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್. ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜಾಗಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೀಟ್ನ ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ? ಇಟ್ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ವಾಟ್? ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಜನರೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಡ್ಯೂಸರ್ಸ್. ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಡ್ಯೂಸರ್ ಡ್ರಾ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅಂಡರ್ ಮೆಷರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸಚ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಡ್ಯೂಸರ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಗಿವ್ ವೆರಿ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್. ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಡ್ತವೆ ಅಂದರೆ ವೆರಿ ಸ್ಮಾಲಾಗಿ ಕೊಡ್ತವೆ. ಯಾವುದು? ಆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಡ್ಯೂಸರ್ಸ್. Examples are thermocouples, tacho generators. So you can imagine here, this is a piezoelectric material. This is the fixed mass. This is what? Fixed mass. Mass is not going to be varied. So now I am going to, acceleration is going to take place here. Force is equal to mass into acceleration. Mass is fixed. No change in the mass. I am going to vary the acceleration. If I vary the acceleration, force is going to be varied. If the force varied, piezoelectric material generates EMF, which is proportional to the acceleration. ಯಾವುದು ಪ್ರಪೋರ್ಷನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಆಕ್ಸಿಲರೇಷನ್ಗೆ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ? ಪ್ರಪೋರ್ಷನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡೆಡ್ ಇನ್ ದ ವೋಲ್ಟ್ ಮೀಟರ್. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ನಾಟ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ಎನಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟರ್ನಲ್ ಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಪವರ್. ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟರ್ನಲ್ ಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಪವರ್ನ ಕೊಡ್ತಾನೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. But if you come over here to the passive transducers, it requires an external power, source of energy conversion. One form of energy in the another form of energy convert ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ external source of power ಏನು ಬೇಕು? It is needed. Where? In passive transducers. In passive transducers, electrical parameters like resistance, inductance, capacitance causes a change in voltage, current or frequency of external source. Examples of those are resistive transducers, inductive transducers, capacitive transducers. So you take over here, You can see the potentiometer as an example, POT. It is a resistive transducer. I am going to supply the voltage EI. So that is a 5 volts I am going to supply. The output is coming is a 2.5 volts. Why? Because the distance between the distance is this is the distance where it is going to be. If the distance up to here, the potentiometer distance is up, length is up to here, then we are getting VI is equal to V naught. But now we are supplying is what? VI is equal to XI is the length of divided by total length into V naught is equal to VI. So based upon this, we can calculate the output voltage by supplying the input voltage. Now I am supplying input voltage how much? 5 volts. But I am getting how much voltage? 2.5 volts. Why I am getting 2.5 volts? Because this is the material, resistance is there. The material is getting resistance. Resistance is there. Resistance ಯಾವ್ದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ವೇರಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ? Resistance varies on resistivity, length and area. So what is the area of this material and length of this material and resistivity of this material will get the resistance of the material. So resistance opposes the voltage which is proportional to the resistance. ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರಪೋರ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಿ ವೇರಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಇದು ರೆಸಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ತಡೆಯುತ್ತೋ ಅದರ ಮೇಲೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್ ನಮಗೆ ವೇರಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಇನ್ ಪ್ಯಾಸಿವ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಡ್ಯೂಸರ್ಸ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಸಪ್ಲೈ ದ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್. ನಾನೇನು ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ? ವೋಲ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಸಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. ಐ ಆಮ್ ಗೆಟಿಂಗ್ ವೋಲ್ಟ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಅನಲಾಗ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಡಿಜಿಟಲ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಡ್ಯೂಸರ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಅನಲಾಗ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಡ್ಯೂಸರ್ಸ್ ಯಾವಪ್ಪ ಅಂದರೆ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೈಮ್. It is a continuous function of time. For every change in time, instantaneous change in time will get instantaneous output. That is called as what? Analog transducers. It is a continuous function of time. ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಟೈಮ್ ವೇರಿ ಆಯಿತಾ, ಅಗೇನ್ there will be a variation of the signals. The sine wave is going to be varied. So example is a thermistor, LVDT, thermocouple, etc. So these are called as what? Analog transducers. If you come for the digital transducers, these are not like that. It converts input signal into an electrical output in the form of pulses. Very important thing, it converts into the form of pulses. It gives discrete output, not continuous. Discrete means what? It is not continuous. Discrete means not continuous. Not continuous. So how it works? It works based upon 0 and 1. So it can be easily represented by opaque and transparent areas on a glass scale or a non-conducting and conducting areas on a metal scale. So ಹೆಂಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ, if I take a material, ಇದೊಂದು ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ, so imagine this is a glass material. So I am going to make this as a like this. So this is, imagine this is a transparent. So the light waves, if I if I make the light waves enter over here, it will pass to the other side also. And this is opaque. Here the light rays won't enter. So if the light rays pass with through the material, it indicates it as 1. If the light rays won't pass, it indicates it as 0. It works on the principle of only 1 and 0. So when it is 1, it will show the signal like this. When it's 0, it likes. When it show 1, it will be like this. When it's 0, like this. 1, like this. 0, like this. So it will move like this. The forms of pulses will be like this. Digital pulses will look like this. So as a binary system uses only two symbols, 0 and 1. It can be easily represented by opaque and transparent. Glass scales can be read optically by means of light source. Glass scales na ಯಾವಾಗ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಲೈಟ್ ಸೋರ್ಸ್ನ ಅದರ ಮೇಲೆ ಬಿಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಅಥವಾ ಆಪ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಬಿಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಫೋಟೋ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ನ ಬಿಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಮೆಟಲ್ ಸ್ಕೇಲ್ಸ್ನ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಬ್ರಷ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಕಂಡಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ಸ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಸೇಮ್ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು, ಇದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಟಚ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು, ಇದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಟಚ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ ನೀವು ಹಳೆಯ ಕಾಲದ ಇವಾಗೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಆಪ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ ಬಂದವೆ. ಈಗ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಹಾರ್ಡ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ಗಳು ಮೊದಲೇನಿದು ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್, ಇವಾಗೆಲ್ಲ ಏನಂದರೆ ಆಪ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಬಂದವೆ. ಏನು ಬಂದಿದೆ, ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಸ್ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬೈ ಸೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ದ ಲೈಟ್ ಇದು ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾವು, ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಎನ್ಕೋಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತವೆ. ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಕಾಲ್ ಇಟ್ ಆಸ್ ವಾಟ್, ಎನ್ಕೋಡ್. ಸೊ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳುತ್ತೆ ಎನ್ಕೋಡ್ನ, ಬ್ರಷ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಉಜ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಈ ಥರ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಉಜ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಯಿತು, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಒಂದು ನಾನ್ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಕಂಡಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಟಚ್ ಆಯಿತಾ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನಾನ್ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಬಂತಾ ಟಚ್ ಆಯಿತಾ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಯಿತಾ ಆವಾಗ 1 ತೋರಿಸುತ್ತೆ, ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ ಆವಾಗ 0 ತೋರಿಸುತ್ತೆ. ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ 1 and 0. Like that, the resolution depends upon digits comprising the binary number. So this is about analog and digital transducers. You can observe your optical encoder method. Here the light source is giving, light source ನಾನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ. What will happen if it passes through this material, ಈ ಮೆಟೀರಿಯಲ್ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂತ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ರಿ, then it will show the output here. At this point there is no material, the light is not going to pass, then there is no output. When it passes, then it will show the output. When it no output passes like this. This is the way it is going to be work. Sliding contact, that is nothing but a brush. It is nothing but a contact type. This is nothing but contact type. This is a non-contact type. Non-contact type. So the fifth one is the transducers and inverse transducers. Transducers already we have studied. It converts non-electrical quantity into electrical form. Inverse means it is the opposite of that one. That means it converts electrical quantity into non-electrical forms. So what is the example of that one is the piezoelectric crystals. Those are called as what? Piezoelectric crystals. So acts as an inverse transducer. When a voltage is applied, ಸೊ ಮೊದಲನೇ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವೇನು ನೋಡಿದ್ವು, ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಏನು ಬಂತದೋ EMF ಜನರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಡ್ತು. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಅಗೇನ್ ವೋಲ್ಟೇಜ್ ಇನ್ಪುಟ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ನಾನು, ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇದರದ್ದು ಡೈಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ ವೇರಿಡ್. ದಿಸ್ ಡೈಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ ವೇರಿಡ್. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಅನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಡ್ಯೂಸರ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ನಾವು ವಿಲ್ ಕಮ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಸಮ್ಮಿಂಗ್ ಡಿವೈಸಸ್ and also called as what, actuators. So actuators means what, it is a mechanical component which responds to the input energy. ನಾವೇನಾದ್ರು ಒಂದು ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ಅದು ರೆಸ್ಪಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಅದನ್ನೇನಾಗಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಇಂಟು ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಕಲ್ ಮೋಷನ್ ಆಗಿ ಕನ್ವರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಜನರಲಿ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಮೆನಿ ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಕಲ್ ಡಿವೈಸಸ್, ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಯೇಟರ್ಸ್ ತುಂಬ ಇದ್ದಾವೆ. ಸೊ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಸಮ್ಮಿಂಗ್ ಡಿವೈಸಸ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ದೋಸ್ ಆರ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ವಾಟ್, ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ಟ್ಯೂಬ್ಸ್, ಡಯಾಫ್ರಾಮ್ಸ್, ಬೆಲ್ಲೋಸ್, ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಸೂಲ್ಸ್. ವಿಲ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಒನ್ ಬೈ ಒನ್ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ಟ್ಯೂಬ್ಸ್, ಡಯಾಫ್ರಾಮ್ಸ್, ಬೆಲ್ಲೋಸ್, ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಸೂಲ್ಸ್ ಒಂದೊಂದೇ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಸೊ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ಟ್ಯೂಬ್ಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ 4 types. One is C type, another one is spiral type, twisted tube, helical tube. So all these are tubes only, but the shape is C type, another shape is spiral. So you can observe this is C shape, this is spiral, this is twisted, this is helical. So applications are different. ಒಂದೊಂದು ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ಟ್ಯೂಬ್ನ ಒಂದೊಂದು ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. So here what will happen, the pressure is going to be inputted over here. Here the displacement is taking place like this. Here the pressure is going to be inputted over here, the displacement is taking like this. So here the pressure is going to be inputted over like this. This is the free end, it is connected to this one. So what will happen, it is just compressing, compress ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, compress ಆದಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, the displacement is going to be takes place. Here twisted tube, here it is fixed end. I am going to apply the pressure over here. So based upon that one, I am going to calculate the rotary motion. So these are the different types of board on tubes. So generally it consists of a circular tube which is bent over an angle of generally 270 degree. ಇದನ್ನ C type ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನು, only ಸಿ ಟೈಪ್ 270 ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಬೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಒನ್ ಎಂಡ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಎಂಡ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ಡ್ ಎಂಡ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಓಪನ್ ಎಂಡ್. ದ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಎಂಡ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಮೂವ್ ಫ್ರೀಲಿ, ದರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ ಅಟ್ಯಾಚ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಇದೇನು ಮಾಡೋದು, ಹಿಂಗೆ ಓಡಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಹಿಂಗೆ ಓಡಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಹಿಂಗೆ ಓಡಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಹಿಂಗೆ ಓಡಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಅ ಫ್ರೀ ಎಂಡ್. ಬಟ್ ಓಪನ್ ಎಂಡ್ ಈಸ್ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ಡ್. ಓಪನ್ ಎಂಡ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ಡ್. ದಿಸ್ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಮಿಟೆಡ್. ದ ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ಡ್ ಎಂಡ್ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಫ್ರೀಯಾಗಿ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಮಿಟ್ ದ ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಕಲ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪಾಯಿಂಟರ್ ಟು ದ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಗೇಜ್. ಸೊ ಇದು ಮೂವ್ ಆಗೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇಟ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಮಿಟ್ಸ್ ದ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಟು ದಿಸ್ ನೀಡಲ್. So next one is diaphragms. You can observe this one. There are two types. One is flat diaphragm, another one is corrugated. So flat diaphragm means it will be like this. This is flat diaphragm, and ends of the diaphragms are going to be fixed. Ends of the diaphragms are going to be fixed. This is the fixed. Here also I am going to fix. Now I am going to apply the pressure over here. If I apply the pressure over here, this diaphragm will going to change the shape like this. You can observe here, I am going to apply the pressure over here. Pressure apply ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. This is the diaphragm. Diaphragm shape is going to be like this. ಈ ಥರ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. And this is attached to the pointer. Pointer shows the reading. So in this way it is going to be work. Similarly, the corrugated diaphragm. Corrugated diaphragm means it looks like this. You can see, observe here. The shape will be like this. Why it has made like this means because of it has its own advantages will be there compared to the flat diaphragm. So you can observe the animation over in the figure. I am going to input the pressure over here. Due to the input of the pressure, the corrugated diaphragm is going to be pushed up, and which is connected to the needle, and needle shows the reading. Mechanical arrangement is going to be made over here, and it shows the reading. The diaphragm pressure gauge consists of a circular membrane made from sheet metal of precise dimensions, which can either be flat or corrugated. So ಏನಿದೆ ಅದು ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ನ ಯಾವ್ದ್ರ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ, ಶೀಟ್ ಮೆಟಲ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ. ಅದು ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಶೇಪಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಫ್ಲ್ಯಾಟ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ corrugated. Corrugated ಅಂದರೆ ಈ ಶೇಪ್ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ವಾಟ್ corrugated. So this diaphragm is mechanically connected to the needles, and deflections are directly shown on the scale. So the next one is a bellows. How it looks, bellows. So our bellows are thin-walled metallic cylinders. This is a metallic cylinder case. You can observe here. This is a metallic cylinder with deep convolutions. So you can observe here. This is a bellows. You can observe the shape. Corrugated shape is there. So this is called as what? Bellows. The closed end can move freely. This is the closed end. This is the closed end, and it can move freely. And this is the open end, which is fixed. Open end is fixed, and closed end is moving freely. Is moving freely. So you can observe here. This is the input of the pressure I am going to give. So here I am going to give the input of the pressure. This is the closed end, this is the open end. So this is the closed end, and this is the open end. When the pressure is applied to the closed end, such as in the animation below, so you can observe here, when I am going to apply the pressure over here, the below is going to be contrast ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, and it is attached to the needle. Rack and pinion arrangement ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, so that we can get the reading. So the next one is capsules. Capsules are made up of two corrugated diaphragms. Two corrugated diaphragms ಅಂದರೆ ಅದು ಒಂದು ಈ ಥರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸ್ಟಡಿಡ್. ಸೊ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಡಯಾಫ್ರಾಮ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ನಾನು, ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಟೇಕ್, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಬೋತ್ ಎಂಡ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಬಿ ವೆಲ್ಡೆಡ್. ಇವೆರಡು ಎಂಡ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ನಾನು, ವೆಲ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ. And bottom end is going to be opened for pressure inlet, and top end is open for mechanical connection of the needle. So the pressure to be measured is introduced over here. and this diaphragm is going to be expanded, sorry, it going to be contrasted. ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಇದು ಒಳಗಡೆ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ದೀಸ್ ಬೋತ್ ಎಂಡ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ಡ್. ಈ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಕಾಂಟ್ರಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಈ ಕಡೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಮತ್ತು ಈ ಕಡೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ದ ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಕಲ್ ರೀಡಿಂಗ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ವಿ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಇಂಡಿಕೇಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮ್. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ದ shape of the capsules. You can see it in the figure. So if you have any doubt, you can ask me now. Thank you.